new background. For anyone who's watching this after, we're going to wait just a little bit for the live chat to catch up, but then we will get straight into the Fogging Grim Reaper. Here he is. Let's see. Once chat catches up, once you guys can hear me, let me know, and then we'll get started here. So let's see. Let me know when you guys can hear me here. New background, new chat location. So I'll be looking over here this time. Okay, so it started. We can hear you. All right. Thank you for letting me know. We are here today with Fogging Grim Reaper. I'm excited for this one. This one, I'm surprised didn't win. 2 Scoops is great, and Peekaboo is great, but this thing is pretty impressive. But here he is. We're here with Fogging Grim Reaper, new background, if you guys didn't see. This is new. This is not what we've been doing for the last streams. I actually had to move for this one. This guy is too big for that spot because the ceiling comes down a bit. This thing is over 7 feet tall. He is huge. He's kind of like the maximum height we can do down here. Anything taller than this, that'll have to be upstairs or outside. So here he is, Fogging Grim Reaper. I love the box design for this thing. It also says the Colossal Fogging Grim Reaper, which I like. But here it is. It looks great. So let's just start the unboxing here. And then we have even more props to demo now. 2 Scoops, if you guys weren't here last stream, is broken, but Spirit is already sending out new parts. So they've been great with that this year. And then Buzzsaw, I'm pretty sure that'll be the same. Get new parts for him as well. Here is the clothing, which is attached to the back piece right here. And I just missed something over here. Got to come over here. Unveiling Haunts, thank you for the $1 donation. And the Pixelated Pickle, welcome to the stream. Thank you for the $2 donation. So there's all the clothing right there. Here are 2 of the hands. The hands on this thing are really cool. Right here. Here they are. Big skeleton hands, looking cool. But yeah, big plastic hands. No latex on this guy. But that makes sense. Techie doesn't really do that too much. Here is the adapter right here. I'm pretty sure it's a 6-volt amp. Yeah, 6-volt 2 amp. Doesn't require the 3 amp. Peekaboo did. Digital eyes. I'm not sure what the other digital eye props take. Wonder if they all take 3 amp. Here's one of the arms right here. He has weird arms, but cool arms. They actually go in like that. So his arms go back a lot before coming forward. It definitely gives it a really creepy and unique look. All right, let's see. Easiest piece, probably our other arm right here. Place that back. Now, this is all kind of blocked by the base, so let's get the base out of here. This is a 2-piece base, very similar to the, let's see, Mr. Dark has it, the Witch has it, the Phantom has it for Home Depot. But lots of them have split bases. I like that. It brings box size down, easier to store, but it can still be very supportive and big for those big props that need it. Here is the head. We don't want to tear any wires here, so we're going to be careful with those. Okay, we're good there. Here's the head right here. Let's bring this up close. Bit of scratching on the eye, but it's really not noticeable, especially in the dark. We'll definitely have to do a dark demo this time because he looks great in the dark. But there it is, giant, giant head. So yeah, let's see. What time is your haunt open? So we're going to be open Saturday, Sunday, Monday. And we open from 3 to 5, which is the kid-friendly hours. No actors, not everything is on, just everything's out. And then we close from 5 to 6, and that builds up a crowd before the big grand opening of the actors, where we're going to do an opening ceremony, and then it's open from 6 to 9. All right, so here is the hip section. He has 3 poles leading up, so he's very, very supportive. So let's place this down here. He has a giant motor as well. He seems to be pretty awesome quality. All right, so we have lots of poles over here. Right here, tons of poles right there, and then we even have some more. There's one more down here, actually. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 poles, so it does go 3 up. So he's supportive. Okay, let's slide this away for now. We'll put that over there. Okay, so now we have our base. Let's start over here. This guy might be a bit longer of a setup. Oh, I'm missing stuff over here. Come over here. Halloween Hauntman, thank you for the $3 donation. How do you hook up Nozzles Fog without the white box? It's a bit DIY. You're gonna have to use either a connector kind of like this guy, which I can show you right here, clamp connector, or you can use, you can basically use the one he comes with, or you can use a metal one with screws and duct tape it onto that, which is what I'm doing. It works the best. All right, and whoa, Alicia, Rachel, thank you so much for the $50 donation. What's your favorite scary movie? That's a good question. I would have to say Krampus, if that counts. If that doesn't count, I don't know. There's a lot that I like. Scream was actually really good, which I was kind of surprised by because a lot of the classics are kind of less scary. But that one was good, but I'd say Krampus if that counts. Krampus, I love the combination of like a dark Christmas movie because most of them aren't. But that is one of the very few licensed props I own because I love that movie so much. I don't plan on using him this year, but I will keep that guy for sure because he is too cool. And they were really good with that one. He was very movie accurate. I love the look of Krampus. Let's see. I think it's going to start with C actually because, yeah, parts A and B are the two split base pieces. So C goes to D there. And actually, we're starting with G on the back end. It goes from G to G. So it's very different than usual because he does have 3 poles, but it makes sense. Here's C over here, right there. And I love that Techie, what they do is they actually match the letters. It's not like A, then B attaches to A, then C attaches to B, because that gets confusing when it gets later on. It's actually like, if we check these, it's D, so the next piece is actually going to say D, and you're going to match those 2 letters together. Lots of companies don't do that. Some companies just put left and right, and I don't know, I feel like I've seen even numbers on some. So I like this the best. I think this is definitely the easiest. Doesn't really require instructions when they're just labeled like this. There we go. Oh, that sounded like it clicked. There we go. And then we want H. Okay. H is going to go right here. Oh, missed something over here. Hold on. Click that on. Right there. Let's see what this says. Halloween animatronics with Vittorio. Thank you for the $3 donation. What was your first animatronic? My first animatronic, let's actually make sure you guys can see this. First animatronic was the Home Depot 5-foot witch, which was a witch greeter. It had a little candy tray in its hands, and I thought that was really cool. And that's what got me into animatronics. But then I got the Smoldering Zombie was my first spirit one, and that was what started the whole collection. Because that thing I thought was amazing. This is weird. It goes, okay, so these are E. This one must be I. Okay. So we're going to slide these on. He's already like my height, and that's just the legs. So this thing is crazy big. And he's so arched over that if he was like fully standing up, he would be giant. There we go. Slide that in right there. That's not clicking. There we go. Okay. But yeah, this guy is really, really cool. There we go. Slide that down. So now we have this giant hip piece with the motor. I want to show this up close because look at this thing. This thing is a beast. It's like got this giant bearing right here, and that kind of supports it so the stress is not on the motor. But he's got like a giant piece right here, as you can see, which gives it a full like pretty much 180-degree motion. It's a really far range of motion there. Okay, so we have our 2 F pieces. Let's just connect one first, and let's actually not snap it in. That'll make it a lot more difficult. Now, what I think I do, usually, is I take this piece off. So let's clamp these down first. Snap that in after we get this slid down a bit. We're going to want to bring that up just a tiny bit. We want to slide, because it's 3 poles, it makes it a lot more difficult. But there we go. We want to slide these 2 down at the same time. Just kind of wiggle them down here. It sounds like one snapped out actually. Wrong way. I have actually had this guy kind of come out of the snap lock in the back because of how much he weighs. And this, we're actually going to probably need a weight for this thing too. because it is very front heavy. All right, snap this one down first. That's close, there we go. Okay, and now we have this back one here. We're just gonna wiggle all the way down and snap that in as well. Very similar there. Okay, so now what we do with this one is we're gonna undo it from down here. I'm not sure if you guys can actually see this snap lock down here, but that's how we do it. This is not good actually, because now we have too much pressure over here. So we're gonna we may have to take this off now already. So this is very difficult over here. This is definitely the hardest part of the setup. But once we get that might work better. Now we might be able to slide this up. Let's see. Can we do it? It's close. Closer. Slide that down. Okay. Now, oh wow, actually, this might be able to just all snap in. Let's see. This might make it a lot easier, because this is pretty much clicked down. This one clicked in, and this one just needs to be shoved down a tiny bit more, like that. Okay. So now I think it's all in. So that's actually not too bad right there. Looks good. And it's pretty sturdy because it is 3 poles. So our next piece, I don't know if we want to get our clothing on yet. Let's see what the instructions actually suggest, because we don't want to do this to make it too difficult. Let's see. Full color instructions, but they're actually cartoony, which is kind of cool. I kind of like that. Look at this. It's pretty cool. All drawings. So it does say clothing first. Let's do that. That should make it easier, I think. So he has some huge clothing here. Now, we want to make sure this is oriented right. It's going to be like that, I think. Yeah, okay. So let's just bring this forward until it's all done. And you guys can see how giant this clothing is. He is absolutely massive, and it gives him a ton of slack as well at the base, which is great. Pixelated Pickle, thank you for the $2 donation. What are your top 5, missed it, favorite props in collection? Okay. Top 5 in the collection. Well, it would be Colossus first, then it'd be Mutant. But going to retail, that's difficult. Probably Mr. Dark then. Top 3 right there. I don't know, Grim might be up there because of the servos, but I don't know. That's close. It might be probably 12-footers. I think it'll probably go Colossus, Mutant, Mr. Dark, then 12-foot Witch, and then 12-foot Inferno. Probably like that, because once I get Phantom, that'll change. Phantom will 100% change that. He will be top of retail, I think. And Sean Arthur Wells, thank you so much for the $10 donation. Are you going to get the Smoldering Ghoul at Menards? Yes, I love that thing. That was awesome. I saw him for the first time in person the other day. I saw videos of him before that and thought he looked really amazing. But I wasn't planning on getting him until I saw him in person, and that thing is absolutely incredible. It is huge and very detailed, and it seems to be good quality. Menards stuff actually seems to be great, because I haven't seen many broken Menards props, even though they constantly run them all day. So that is good. All right. Try to slide this off right there. Okay. And now the clothing just goes all the way to the bottom. We'll get to that later. So, let's see. We're going to actually have to move this forward, because this next piece is going to go above our limit. Because this rim right up here, if you guys can see that, is way too short for this thing. Let's see, right there. Okay. So this is going to give it a lot of its height. It is already same height as Mr. Howell, pretty much. Yeah, same height as Mr. Howell. So this thing is giant, and it doesn't even have arms or head and stuff on. And Gels, thank you for the $5 donation. Hey Brick, what's your favorite animatronic for Spirit this year? Favorite animatronic for Spirit? It's been actually changing a lot, because I used to say for sure Monty, but then I got lucky and thought Lucky Bottoms was awesome. But I don't know, because Nozzles is really cool. And I think Nozzles might be my favorite ever since I found out that you can do that no white box and just pump fog through him. So it might be Nozzles now, but Monty would be a close second. It's those two for sure, but probably Nozzles because of how much fog he can actually release. And I love fogging props. This guy is probably one of my favorite in the entire collection. The way he uses fog is super unique. Okay, so we're gonna actually need the ladder now because we're bringing the clothing all the way up. This is the first prop that we need a ladder for. So this guy is big. Not too many other big ones that we can actually do down here. The rest of the big ones are either 10 feet or 12 feet. So I think we only need that one little step here for now. We're gonna bring this up and over like that. Okay, that'll just sit there for now. And now there's a little, it's like a little Velcro thing that goes around to keep it on. It's not the greatest, but it works. I'm not sure how this will hold up in wind. So we'll see this Halloween. I hope it holds up well because he is really a cool prop. Let's, not Velcro, but zip this up just a bit, not all the way. We'll keep it like that for now. But that looks good right there. So we have arms. Let's get these two arms on. The arms are really creepy looking. This one looks to be on this side, like this. Now, he may be too big for this area too. I'm gonna have to probably move some stuff out of the way before we do the demo. Oh, missed some stuff here going up. Halloween animatronics with Vittorio. Thank you for the $3 donation. How did you get started on animatronics? The Home Depot witch started it technically, but I think getting Smoldering Zombie was what really started it. Smoldering Zombie, I used to watch YouTube videos all the time of spirit stuff, and I've been going since 2012, so I've always loved the look of it, but collecting them, that was pretty much Smoldering Zombie, because after that, I knew I wanted to collect more. So I got Howling Werewolf after that, and then it all grew from there, and I've been getting more each year to build on the collection. And thank you, Gels, for the $5 donation. Missed what this said up here. My favorite would be Nozzles as well. I also like Bag of Bones. Hope you're having a great day. You too. Thank you for the $5 donation. I would agree with Nozzles, like I said, and Bag of Bones. I've seen some slow ones, but when he's fast pop up, he definitely scares people. Bag of Bones is a good scare. And at a good price too. And for a spirit collector, I think having the spirit logo on it is pretty cool. There's a few problems with that for a haunt because it is such a widely recognized logo, but just as a collection prop, that's a great prop because we don't see the spirit logo on stuff much. All right, slide this up the arm. This hopefully doesn't hit Mr. Howell. Let's see, where does this go? Oh, actually, we're gonna actually have to get that head on before we do that, so we'll let that rest there. The head, I can show this. The head has a weird thing here. Look at this. This is his head mech. His head turns as well. So a lot going on here. But his head is actually where the arms connect in the neck area. All right. And thank you, Halloween Animatronics with Vittorio, for the $3 donation. How did you buy all of them? So at first, I would just save up money I got throughout the year. But over time, I've used YouTube revenue to buy the rest. Right now, I'm just using YouTube revenue to buy all these guys. But yeah, back then, I would just save up throughout the year. And then when Spirit opened, I go check the stock, see what they have. And Smoldering Zombie was actually one I wasn't really looking at first, but when I saw him at the after sale, it was between him and Flaming Black Widow Witch. And I definitely like Smoldering Zombie. His range of motion is great. He's got a lot going on. And we did a graveyard back then too, so that worked for my theming. So that's what I went for. And then Howling Werewolf also worked. So loved that one and knew I wanted to get that as soon as he came out. All right, slide this over here. We'll get his wires down in a bit, but for now we can just rest him there. So now we can put our arm on. Doesn't look like it's gonna hit Howl, but we are gonna have to move stuff for sure. So let's slide this in here. His snap locks are very hard to get out. Once they get in, you kind of need a screwdriver for them because they are some tough ones. They're smaller snap locks than usual, so they just kind of hurt to actually pinch in. So he has a Velcro piece, which actually looks like it's upside down for some reason. This is weird. His arm is a bit twisted up. Let's see. I think it goes like that. Yeah, okay. That looks correct. So we have the hands. Let's get one of the hands on over on this side, and then we'll get that other arm on as well. Slide this up here. This hand, they do have snap locks. Forgot about that. I thought these were just kind of like the normal techie connectors. All right, so there is one of the Velcros. Looks good. Let's see. Hopefully you guys can see most of this. Kind of. He's big. He is far bigger than anything in this room. Although Two Scoops might be a bit taller. Two Scoops is really tall. I don't know. It's close. All right. Other arm, actually. Where's that? Here it is. All right. So slide it up this, and then we'll Velcro it on that hand there. Let's see. How old was I when I started my animatronic collection? So I started, I think, so 2014. So that would be, let's see, that's 8 years ago now. So I would have been 8, I think. Yeah, pretty sure. If it was 2014. Let's see. Do you bring inside your props after the haunt? Let's see. So, kind of. Many of you guys probably know we do the backyard as well. And as long as it's not raining, we keep all the backyard stuff up, because the main thing, like if weather's not a problem, the main thing is just if someone steals stuff. So backyard stuff can be stayed up since that's all protected. This year we're gonna have a lot of security cameras, so that helps, but front yard stuff will still probably take in each night. That's why we don't put it out too early. It really only goes out the day of, which is Saturday this year. And then it'll go on to Sunday and Monday, which is Halloween night. There we go. Looks good. He's almost complete here. He's looking awesome. He is absolutely massive. So we're not going to need the ladder now, but we are going to need to put this fog tube in. Now this part gets weird. We do have to unzip this again so we can access the mechanism, and we're going to probably have to go inside the clothing a bit, kind of like Collector. But let's get this fog tube in, because the tube is weird. You have to run it first up all the clothing. So let's get under the clothing here and just run it up to the chest area where we can actually access it. All right, like that. All right, and then we're going to come over here and actually slide this up through the neck, and then there's a little bit at the top where there's a PVC pipe that sticks out, and the fog tube just fits around that PVC pipe. And that PVC pipe runs down the head and pushes onto the bottom jaw, so when the bottom jaw moves, it kind of disperses out of the mouth. So it's a pretty cool effect. So that looks good right there. I don't know if we can do anything more with this right here. And actually the fog tube is kind of in the way here of the clothing, causing it to not zip up. So I think that might be better right there. Yeah, that should be better. Okay, so we'll go in here, and now we can zip this up because we're not going to need this anymore. We can just go through the bottom of the clothing if we need to, for wiring. So we'll zip that right there. Looks good. All the clothing is looking good now. So, okay, he does need weight. This thing definitely is going to need some weight on it before we activate it, because I already see it leaning without it even going. Once it starts going, it's pretty front heavy. All right, so I think our last step here is the wiring. So let's see what's going on back here. I can't exactly turn this thing because it's way too big and way too tall for this room, but hopefully you guys can kind of see this. There are lots of wires here. So there's 2 S wires, and one comes from the control box, one goes up, and then 1 R wire, 1 Q wire, which is already attached, so that's probably a motor wire. But that should be it. Now we have the adapter that we have to plug in. And for many fogging props, Nozzles is one that doesn't need it, but many fogging props require a push of a relay. So Harvester of Souls, this guy, there's a little button on the control box, and if your fog is not spewing out at the right time, you can click the relay and then it will resync. So slide this there, and now we can get under here and attach it to the control box. We're also gonna just adjust all these settings now. Make sure that volume is good, not too loud. Although I don't think there is a plus or a minus, so we're just gonna go middle for now. And then sensor, there's only an on, it looks like, which I think is sensor, because he does have a sensor up there. So now, we do have a little fog relay thing right here. This is labeled T, and this goes into the control box directly, because that is, we're gonna actually have to move this a bit, that is what tells it when to go. Go up here. Like I said, this just clicks right into the control box, no wire is necessary. There we go. Okay, so everything looks ready now, I believe. So we are gonna have to probably click that relay after he starts going. So we're not gonna perfectly position this clothing just yet, because it's not needed yet. We're gonna have to get back in there. So, I think he's ready. Let's plug him in. Let's let this fog machine, oh, the fog machine actually is already going, I think. No, hold on. Is it on now? I can't tell. I don't know if it is. Yes, okay. It looks like it is now. So the fog machine is heating up. That's going to take a second. So let's see if I can show this right here. Here is the front, and what he comes with is this clamp. This clamp is just going to, we're going to take that there. It's just spring-loaded, and you're going to let that go on there like that. So that's pretty good. I do like that the connection a lot for that. The Nozzles connection is not as great, because that has space in between, so it kind of limits your fog. So there he is. He's ready. So we're just going to wait for that to heat up. I'll answer some questions now, and then we'll plug him in. Let's get this plug around back. I do have a plug for him that way with an extension cord. All right, so demo of Crazy Clown and Crouchy. We haven't unboxed Crouchy yet. That should be in the next poll. But Crazy Clown, yeah, we can go do that after. Let's see. Wait for some questions here. Let's see. Are you going to get Betty Sharp? I don't plan to. I like her concept a lot. I do think the concept is awesome, and the bag movement looks great. Very similar to Collector's, but actually more noticeable. But I don't plan on getting her. I don't really have a spot for her. So yeah, we do need a weight on this guy. Now, I don't know exactly what to use for that, because he needs a lot of weight. I do have a ton of weight in Punchy, but I don't know. We could grab Punchy's weight probably. But yeah, I'll grab Punchy's weight. We can, let's see if this is heating up. I'm pretty sure it is. It does feel like it is. So, what's your opinion on Man's Possessed Friend? I think he's awesome, especially for the price. Okay, so let me grab a weight. Okay, we have some weight right here, and we can try some others if this doesn't work. And Kittredge Compton, thank you for the $10 donation. Are you going to set up Bag of Bones? I'm not sure. I like Bag of Bones, and I love his concept. If I get him at the after sale, I will try to do that. But right now, I don't plan on getting him for this year. But yeah, if he is at the after sale, I might get him, because he is actually a pretty fair price prop. All right, let's put this weight on him. He just needs a bit on his back because he is very front heavy. It's not too much though. I've used even less than this, but there are some paint gallons right here that we can try just in case. Don't want him falling over. All right, put this on. Although, we're going to have to move a lot out of the way. We may have to actually move him forward because Howl's got to stay there. Howl's one that can't really move too much. All right, I think that should be good that way. But Buzzsaw, I can actually show these right over here. We have Buzzsaw, you can kind of see, and 2 Scoops right here. And they're going to both have to move because this guy needs a lot of room to do his demo. Eventually, we'll move him over here. And there's a lot more room this way for him to actually do his demo. So in other prop unboxings, we can for sure demo him more. But for now, it's going to have to go like this. So, Grim can move over too. He's good now. That side should be good as well. Yeah, I think that's good over there. Mr. Howl is the only problem, but I think just turning him should be fine. I don't think it'll go too far that way. So that looks pretty good. He needs a lot of room with that motion, but I think that's good. So let's make sure our weight is on the base here. There we go. Okay. I think that's enough weight on the base. Looks good. Let's get 1 paint can on each side, just to be sure. Like that. Okay. Should be good. Is this ready? Probably. It seems like the fog machine is ready. I did hear a click earlier, so it should be ready. So, move this back over. Here he is. Fogging Grim Reaper. Let's see. I think everything is ready. Let's plug him in. We are gonna, like I said earlier, have to actually reset the relay. Unless it just works, but I have not had him work without having to actually press that button. So we're gonna get him to demo once, and then we'll do it with the relay. Let's see if it actually works first too, with how much space we have. Hunter Hans, thank you for the $2 donation. My sister's name is Mia. This thing, it looks amazing. All right, so he works. He definitely has enough room there. So let's click his relay. He might trigger, but that's fine. We just gotta click the relay here. Okay, let's find that. Nope, kind of where it is. There we go. So fog technically should come out this time. Yep.
The world has called out your name. Come closer, little lost soul. I'll be taking you to your final resting place.
He's terrifying. That's really, really cool. Now, let's do one in the dark, although he already fogged up like this entire place.
The grave cannot hold me, for I will feast on your souls, which gives me new life. Death reaps what you sow. No one is innocent. We all have blood on our hands.
There's a lot of fog. He is meant to be an outdoor prop, so that makes sense. When he's outdoors, that fog won't be so covering up of his face. But as you can see, he is just amazing. R to the J, thank you for the $2 donation. What would you like next year's spirit theme to be? I love circus displays because I do the big circus and I'd like more pieces for that, but I'm so happy with this year. The lab is great because we are focusing mainly on a lab theme for a big part of the haunt. So lab pieces, I have a ton of them reserved, are awesome to see. But I'd like to see a funhouse type theme because funhouse would be great for set pieces. Okay, so let's see. He's demoed now. We'll come back to him though. So actually, let me just keep his fog machine plugged in here because we will come back to this at the end because we always do. But what do you guys want to see for prop demos? He has this full room fogged up. Let's see how this other room is over here. Not too bad. It is definitely fogged up, but not bad. Oh, also, update on Monty over here. Monty has both of his feet correct now. No more two of the same feet, so that is awesome. They sent that out really fast. Oh, Possessed Pumpkin, right over here. Here he is. All right, we are gonna actually have to steal an adapter for him. Now, let's make sure this one is 6-volt 2-amp. It does look like it is. Yep, okay. This is a long enough adapter that this should work pretty easily. Let's see if it does, though. This is a different plug than usual because it is crazy crate. Yep, that should work. Now, even though this is a long plug, that's a close one, but it will work, barely. There we go. Reset. And, okay.
You little monsters have been carving up my friends for years. Now it's my turn to make a jack-o'-lantern from your head.
Trigger him one more time.
Oh, you'll make excellent fertilizer for next year's crop. I need a skeleton or two from my haunted house. Yours looks just about right.
Oh, I missed something here. SGT Fox 65, thank you for the $3 donation. What's your favorite prop? Favorite of all time would be Colossus for professional, but favorite from Spirit would be Mr. Dark. Okay, let's try to unplug him quick. Oh, he's gonna try to go one more time. There we go. But yeah, retail would be Mr. Dark. All right, what next? Oh yeah, Crazy Clown. I did say we were gonna do that, so let's go over to Crazy Clown over here. Here he is, distortions, great quality, and he is totally creepy. Let's see, this should be his correct plug. That does not fit in the outlet too well. There we go. Yep, that's him. But yeah, he's crazy detailed. Let's get up close to the face here. Looks so scary. He laughs creepily too, but I don't have the audio right here, but we'll do that for the haunt. There he is. Okay, I saw Monty, so let's go over here. Correct feet on Monty here. There he is. All right, plug him in back here. Hopefully I have this all wired up correct because I did have to deset up the upper body to get those feet on. So hopefully he's fully working here. He didn't actually reset. Oh, he is going. While I was doing that demo, Punchy actually fell over onto the camera. Not sure if you guys saw that shake, but we can't do Punchy, I guess, because all of his weights are on the Reaper. Not all of it, but about half of it, and he requires around 30 pounds, so he's going to fall over. Okay, I see a lot of Lucky Bottoms, so let's do that. And yes, I do have a little Skelly, so we can do a demo of him as well. Lucky Bottoms, right down here. Here he is. This thing is terrifying. I do have to find his correct adapter. I think it's this one. Yep, it's this one. Right here. Constant, so he's just gonna go right away. There he is. Let's do Little Skelly Bones too, because he's right over here. We are going to actually have to steal the adapter from Possessed Pumpkin back, because that was Little Skelly Bones adapter. So let's grab that real quick. That's an easy one. That just pops out right from the front. I do like the ones that come from the front. Just makes it a lot easier to switch them, just in case it needs a quick switch. And then Little Skelly Bones, even though it's in the back, is actually simple as well because his control box is fully exposed. All right, he's gonna reset here. Sensor is by the feet. There we go.
3, 2, boom. Ready or not, here I come. Da 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 da.
We'll try to position this sensor a bit better. There we go. That's better. Okay, we'll do that one more time.
Pray for the dead and the dead. We'll pray for you. You can pray for the dead. But the dead will prey on you.
There he is. Let's trigger him one more time just so we can unplug this. There we go. All right. I did see Deadly Creeper, so actually let's just plug him in and we'll move the camera over just a bit to show Deadly Creeper. There he is. There he goes. He's really cool. Giant prop. All right. Let's see. We'll do 2 more and then we'll go back to Fogging Grim Reaper for the final demo. Pumpkin Nester. Yeah, let's go over to the conveyor over here. Conveyor looks awesome with this little bit of fog. Okay, that should be good right there. Okay, let's plug it in. Okay, making sure nothing's stuck. All right, we're good. So, trigger Pumpkin Nester.
Come in. Are you looking for
Here's Jack.
They must not be very smart. Well, no matter. I'm sure they have more to offer than just brains. True. I can sense a delicious soul in there somewhere. I have a few ideas as to how we get it out.
Okay, I see a lot of Peekaboo, so let's go to Peekaboo after this. Peekaboo might, no, actually, we can do that. He's just kind of blocked by this giant Fogging Grim Reaper. But here's Peekaboo. We'll try to get a better shot of his face as well once he's plugged in. All right, so this is our second one here, and then we will go back to the Fogging Grim Reaper.
I can't see, because I had my eyes closed. Blah! But I'll keep them open to see where you run away to. You can run, but you can't hide.
There he is, Peekaboo Clown. He's gonna probably try to go again. There we go. But yeah, he's amazing. Love that concept so much. All right, so let's go back around here. The fog machine is already heated up, and hopefully that relay is already ready to go again. But here he is, Fogging Grim Reaper. Let's do this again. We'll do it twice, once in the light, once in the dark. His plug is back here. Plug this in here. All right. Sensor is in the nose.
There you are. You should have known that I always find you. Whether you are king or a peasant, your final dance is
Lots of fog. Let's actually unplug him for a sec. Let that fog clear a bit. And we're gonna turn off the lights as well. Try to just, oh, his eyes flashed, even though he was off. All right. Try to get that out of there just a bit. Let's see. You can see him a bit clearer now. Okay. Looks pretty good. Let's plug him back in, and we're gonna shut off the lights. Actually using the count here to block the automatic lights, which is a good way of doing it. It actually was working. All right. Plug him in. There he goes.
You should have known that I always find you. Whether you are a king or a peasant, your final dance is with me.
There he is. He is amazing. Such a cool prop. Lights are back on there, and we'll unplug him here. But yeah, that thing is totally one of my favorites. Really, really cool. But there he is, Fogging Grim Reaper. So tomorrow we'll be back with, I think, Baphomet. I think that's what's winning right now. But there's also Miss Mercy, so you guys choose between those two, and then we will go on to a new poll. But there he was, Fogging Grim Reaper. But yeah, we'll be back tomorrow for new unboxing, new demos. You guys can totally still change that vote. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.